yards. Just I know there are a lot of mistakes that still need to be cleaned up, but how proud are you of the way the defense has played this year?
Very proud. We preach on being consistent, and I felt like we've been doing that all season. And the scary thing is we're only getting better. We still got a lot of corrections to make, like you stated, and we're a scary defense to come up ahead.
How would you compare this defense to some of the past ones you've been a part of?
Definitely one of the best I've been on. Last year, it's a good defense, good team overall. Going 15-0, something that never been done, best ever. And when it's all said and done, I believe that this could be the best defense to ever come through Clemson.
Coach Reynolds was saying behind Isaiah, you're one of the more versatile guys in the defense. Is that a role you take pride in, kind of pride in?
Oh, most definitely. Just going in and play any position that he wants me to play. Just doing anything I can to, help the team. That's all I'm about, is team and winning. And that's why we play the game, to win. We don't play to lose. We don't play not, to lose. And I harp on, me having the ability to go play any position he wants me to play, because it's important to, have that, versatility on the team. Because, injuries happen. It's a long season, especially if you're trying to go all the way. So me, having that ability to play multiple positions just helps the team ultimately. So.
Why do you feel like this defense could be one, or I think you said the best, you could end up being the best to come through here? Just what about it?
Just what we can do, the versatility we have, the great front we have, the great back end we have. It's not that big of a drop off, in my opinion. Through the first 7 games, I believe that we did better than last year's team anyway. But it's just our togetherness and us, playing as a team, as one collective unit, and the fact that we can just continue to get better is really scary. So we'll definitely see, not the year, but games ahead to see, where we're at. But I believe that this is going to be a special defense because we got a great coach that just drives to be the best. Each and every year he starts all over, and he pushes us to get the best out of us. And us being a mature and elite and great leadership in the back end has also helped us on the defensive side. So that experience that we have in the back end is definitely big for us. So I believe that that defense can like I said, only get better.
Do you think it was possible that you guys could be better this year than last year with all that great talent that we've gone to the NFL?
Yeah, I think it's possible. I mean,
Did you
just
think it was possible coming into the season?
most definitely. I never doubted my team. Just like last year, they had a great defense the year before that, I believe. So each and every year you got to start over, and that don't mean you lose hope. That don't mean you lose faith. You come each and every year knowing that you're going to be the best. If you don't have that right mindset, then you don't need to be playing for our defense. Each and every year we start over, but we want the best out of each and every player, each and every game.
K'Von, BC presents a totally different animal this week. They show up with multiple sets and multiple tight end formations. What is your key as a safety back there looking into that need to be offense instead of the offensive line?
We got to tackle well. We got to do a better job tackling. We miss a lot of tackles these previous games that we had, and as a secondary, and definitely we have to tackle better. We got to be more aggressive, taking more ownership of it, taking pride of it in practice, and continue to just get better in our technique. I believe that we don't have to really necessarily worry about what they do. We just got to worry about what we can do. We do a lot focusing on ourselves, a lot of self-evaluation, what we can get better on, because if we perform the way we're supposed to, we'll come out on top every time.
Where do you think some of this missed tackles against Louisville stem from?
You said come from?
Yeah.
Mostly just attitude. Later in the game is where we miss the most tackles. And, a lot of guys get lackadaisical, and they don't think they need that type of attitude, that type of aggressiveness to continue to get guys on the ground. And we got to just do a better job of continue to have that intensity throughout the entire game.
How do you think the starters did tackling
Oh, Sarge did well. I feel like that we have to tackle better as well. As a unit, as a whole defense, we have to tackle better. D line, linebackers, secondary. We just got to continue to bring that intensity each and every play. And what I want is a shutout. I want to actually beat a team badly, like dominate them from the beginning of the whistle to the last whistle. And in order to do that, we have to dominate each and every snap, and we have to tackle well each and every play.
Is that a message you kind of, I guess, pass along to maybe some of the backups, younger guys that do get in?
Oh yeah, we harp on it every game. It ain't just games that we miss tackles. We do it every game. We make sure the guys behind us know just as much as we do, because that's what you're supposed to do as a leader. When I leave here, I want the secondary to be 10 times better than what I was. So in order to do that, you have to lead them and make sure that they're getting more than what's expected of themselves, because a lot of times a lot of guys get discouraged because they're the backup, but they don't realize their time is coming. And when they do realize that, like I did at an early age, coming in as a true freshman playing, so when I did that, it helped me to play better, and that's why I'm sitting in front of you guys today.
Speak of leadership. What about a situation that happened with Andrew Booth on Saturday? What do you tell a guy like that to speak of the leadership role?
All the scenes was upset, me especially, because me and Booth are very similar, and especially how we came in. He playing as a true freshman, I was playing as a true freshman. A lot of similarities, how his attitude was, how mine was. And I just, I talked to him personally, just tell him to stay the course, even before the game. A lot of things go on in people's lives that we, don't know about. And a lot of times we use football to express that anger, and sometimes that can get ahead of us. And, us being a leader, it's already handled, and we're going to continue to get better. I promise you it won't happen again. And with Andrew Booth, being Andrew Booth, just continue harping on him to just be himself. Don't, try to be somebody you're not. Don't try to do too much. Just live for the moment and just always know that your time is coming. There's a lot of frustrations, that you have being a highly recruited guy. You're not playing as much as you should. So, just taking those young guys under our wing, us being the leaders, that's just what we have to do.
In practice, do you ever, as a DB, do you ever times where Trevor Lawrence just maybe sees his wide receivers against you guys, and then sees them, thinks he can fit it in there, and you guys pick him off? And are you seeing kind of some of those things that we've seen in games, some of those questionable decisions in practice?
What about Trevor Lawrence's performance?
No, I'm not talking about like over the course of the game, just those 2 interceptions early on in the game that maybe when he was trying to force things. And do you guys see that in practice at all?
Forcing things, no. He makes a lot of great decisions. A lot of those interceptions that he may have may be miscommunication with the receiver as well. Just like Louisville, that was miscommunication. The first interception that was miscommunication with the receiver. So the lack of communication, I feel, is what's been missing for the offense. So we're only getting better, though. I feel like definitely throughout the game he got better. He went 0 for 4, 2 interceptions, and then after that he went 20 for 29 and 3 touchdowns. So that communication, was put in place, and it's important. And even during practice, he does a great job leading the guys and communicating well on the field and off the field. And I don't feel like he has any weaknesses on just fitting into tight windows. There's a lot of times that the ball just don't go your way. A lot of quarterbacks, like even Deshaun Watson, he started off the same way. I believe so. The way he started off was, also criticized, but he finished second place in the Heisman and won a national championship. So don't count Trevor out and what his ability is to do. He's still the best quarterback in the country, and he's going to prove that week in and week out.
Is Andrew a guy you kind of took under your wing?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, like I said, when he first got here, I saw a lot of similarities with me and him and where we came from, and took him under my wing right away. I felt like, that was my fault, what happened. I took that on the chin because that's a reflection of my leadership, and I have to do a better job within myself to, better lead.
What were some of the similarities in you guys coming in?
Like I said, the upbringing, the way he grew up, and just he coming in and has to prove himself. He wasn't the guy that, came in and had the starting position right away. He had to fight for everything he, earned. And just talking to him and seeing the attitudes that he, brings to the game, that aggressiveness, that physicality, same thing I had as a true freshman. And a lot of times, a lot of guys don't get that as a true freshman. A lot of times, guys lack confidence, and he doesn't lack confidence at all. So that's why I can see a lot of similarities.
Have you had to talk to him some about, like, you come in as a really highly rated player and kind of having to wait your turn and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I had conversations like that with all the guys. Know that, sometimes the starting positions are picked before they even get there. So they know how the process goes sometimes, and it's hard to get through that process as a true freshman because you come in, especially if you're highly recruited, you come in and you want to play, and you got a lot of family that count on you to do well. And, everybody wants a jump start on their career, and everybody wants a jump start on being drafted one day because you don't come to a college like this, not to play well and not to play right away. So just knowing those guys are going to be great players, trust me. They're going to be sitting right in this chair. Y'all going to be talking to them. Andrew Booth, all our great secondary that we have. And it's going to be big years ahead of what they can do. And I'm just telling you right now, the leadership that we giving them boys, they're going to be leaders as well. They already, taking that role of being leaders themselves. So, like that's being said, don't count them out. They're going to be good, just fine.
K'Von, I know you guys don't pay a lot of attention to outside noise, but is it ever get frustrating when you guys win games and then
Still
slide
drop.
in the polls?
No, we think it's cute. Yeah. We don't worry about that. We think it's cute. We think it's funny. So one thing they can't do, if we go out undefeated, they can't leave us out the playoffs. I know that. So whether we win by one each and every game, I believe that they can't keep us out the playoffs. We prove it each year that we deserve it. Even when we lost to Alabama, my sophomore year? Yeah, my sophomore year. Even when we lost to Alabama, we proved that we deserve to be there. So they can't keep us out there.
K'Von, we've heard so much about the way that Venables prepares week in and week out. Like, if you had to estimate how many hours you think he logs each week, either watching tape or in the facility, like, can you just sort of give us a glimpse into what that actually means when y'all talk about his preparation?
What's the average person day is? What is that?
Was it average what?
Person day, like if they wake up at 6 in the morning,
Right.
and
It's like an
go to
8-hour
sleep
workday
like
average.
I don't believe he goes to sleep until about 11. So I believe from 8 to 10 p.m. straight film, and if it's not out here, it's more film. He just loves the
8
game.
a.m.?
8 a.m. He wakes up with watching film. And I believe, I remember I seen an article, something about Tom Brady watching 4 hours of film a day. He watched more than that. I guarantee he watched more film than Tom Brady. I can bet my life on it. And it shows up. He knows every position from every play from any defense in the country. Like it's crazy the time he puts in and the film study he has.
Does he watch it in the same place is he holed up in the dark by himself?
Oh,
does he,
whether
his father, or?
man, technology go down, he's still watching some way somehow. You got a cassette tape or something. He on the phone, iPad, TV, projector, and he'll come here in the morning watching himself if he got to. But I'm sure he has his own film room in his house. Yes, it's nonstop with him.
Do you feel like at all that with all the outside chatter about the offense, maybe the dominance of the defense has put in week out has been a little overlooked?
Nah. I believe that we're going to be the underdogs whether we looked at it or not, and that just motivates us to be the best. If they're not saying we're the best ever, then we're underdogs. and we definitely believe that, and we know what we're capable of. So each week, week in and week out, we just try to be the best.